Hey there, it's David Bradley, Grant Cardone's office. Would you like to set more appointments that actually show up? Would it be helpful if you had scripts that you could follow that you can use every single day to get appointments set that actually show up? So I'm going to do a couple things on this video. I'm going to show you, number one, where to find the scripts, and then four things you can do with them to be even more effective on the phone. Screen share coming at you right now. Okay, so the first question that we have is where? Where are the scripts? So I'm just going to log us in real fast. We're going to go into Hertz Car Sales University, drop the username and password, we log in. We're going to go into the training center. Oh, hey, on a side note, just a friendly reminder, we do Automotive Fridays. It's a live stream on YouTube, strictly about selling more cars and doing it better, especially in today's day and age. The way people shop and buy, a little bit different now. So we do this live webinar, and then we upload it into the program after the fact. If you need help finding that, feel free to reach out to me anytime. So the scripts, though, inside the training center under sales, I want to have you go to pick your problem. So this is where you'll find it. You click on pick your problem, and then up pops some different challenges that we all face as salespeople every single day. But you're going to notice we're going to have, there's need help with incoming calls. So that's how to handle the incoming call from a generic standpoint, sort of a broad brushstroke on some practices and principles for handling incoming calls. Also applies to internet leads. But then we look at some specifics. Hey, how do I handle the price call? How do I handle the ad call? How do I handle the availability call? How do I handle an appraisal call? How do I help a call who's got some challenges with their credit, right? So I'm just going to use price calls as sort of the broad brushstroke example here. When we come in here, we've got fundamentals. There is no script attached to this particular one. This is just Grant laying the foundation of how to handle the price inquiry. Then we're going to have specific examples on a general price inquiry. They want a very specific product inquiry. They're insisting on getting a price. They're coming in from a distance. They've got pricing somewhere else. Now they're grinding on us, right? They're beating us up, or we got an assistant. So every one of these, if you click into the training section, up pops this right here. If you click on PDF document, boom, we have a script. And every one of these, let me just go back here real fast. Inside pick your problem, if it's a price call, for example, all of these are going to have, just say it's the price insistent. Every one of them has this, okay? So when we go over to the script, you just click that little button, it puts it over here. Now you've got some choices. This opened up in a tab for me. I can download it. So that would be my first suggestion, is download all these scripts, move them over to your desktop in folders. So you'd have a folder on your desktop, price call. You have a folder on your desktop for availability call. You have a, is that making sense, right? So we'll have a folder for price calls, for ad calls, for availability, for finance, appraisal calls. That will all be there, okay? The other thing you might want to start thinking about doing is, because instead of just downloading, maybe print this up, print them all up for that matter, right? And then throw them into a 3-ring binder with thumbnails. So you'll have a thumbnail for price calls, ad calls, right? So those are the first two things that suggest with it. But the third thing you really want to do is, let me go to an actual video real fast. So let me go into price calls. I'm going to close this out. And let's just say it's the grinder, because this is that guy that'll beat you up, and no matter what you do or how nice you are, he's insisting on a price, and it can get challenging, right? So if you can master this call, like, the rest are easy, okay? So I'm going to hit that. So here's your script, which you can then print and then have in your, when you watch the video. But I would suggest a 3-step prong process here. I'm going to hit continue training. This starts the video.
This is an advanced call. We're going to handle the most important.
I'm just going to mute Grant for a second. As Grant is going to go through and demonstrate exactly to you specifically what you want to do to handle this call effectively, the script is going to pop up in this screen right here. See? So here's your script, just like this. Pops up here. So what I'd have you do first is watch the video, right? So Grant's going to walk you through this entire video, specifically how to handle this call. Grant's going to play buyer, and he's going to play seller on the call, but get a real sense of Grant's certainty, how he handles it, how he moves through the call, how he controls the call, not the caller. So take notes of all those things, watch it, and then take your script when you're done with the video, and then partner up. Go grab a partner. You can do this in a sales meeting if you want, and then I want you guys to role play this out. So one of you gets to be salesperson, right? One of you gets to be buyer. Do it once and then flip roles. So whoever was the buyer now becomes the salesperson and vice versa. Okay. Now, the other thing to think with and why it's so effective to have these in folders on your desktop or in a 3-ring binder next to your desk is that if you guys are using any kind of chat or you have any kind of email communication with your client, the word tracks that are in here, in terms of driving an appointment, setting an appointment, these are all available for you right away. Okay. So I'm going to pop back on and give me 1 second here. Okay, I'm back. So hopefully that helps. So remember, just to sort of wrap it up, I even have my own notes, right? So check this out. Print them up, throw them in a binder, save them to your desktop, put folders up on your desktop, role play these things out. Role play is only uncomfortable until you realize it works. You're so much better practicing with a fellow salesperson than you are practicing on a customer, right? So, and then the final thing is that this content also works in emails and in chats. The purpose is to help you set appointments that actually show up. So if you need help with this, beyond what we're looking at today, feel free to call me. A couple different ways of getting a hold of me. You can call my office line, 310-777-0352. Shoot an email out, david@grantcardone.com, or hit me up on the mobile. Call or text it, 818-427-5188. Throw me some feedback afterwards. Let me know how this helped you. Talk to you soon.